Hey, what's going on, guys? Corv Murder 15 here with a new episode of Calm Vlog, and it has been a very interesting past couple of weeks, mainly because, as you can see from the title, Nikki and I had tested positive for COVID, and it sucked. It was a couple weeks ago. I was starting to feel really bad and sick, and Nikki was kind of looking at the symptoms, and she was like, you might have COVID. So she ran out to Walmart, got me a home test, and sure enough, I had tested positive. So just to be on the safe side, she tested, turned out positive too. So I had to stay home for 5 days, quarantine. Then I returned to work, having to wear my mask the next 5 days for my shifts and everything. But I'm feeling a lot better now. I haven't tested again recently, but I'm pretty sure it's in the negative because I'm not feeling any symptoms, even though they say that it can stay in your system for a while. Nikki just said that she just tested and it came back negative, so more than likely I'm probably going to test negative as well. But I'm feeling a lot better, getting back into the track of things, and I know it's like, I try to get back on my streaming schedule, and it's like one thing happens after another, to where I can't be consistent, but guys, that's life, unfortunately. Sometimes just things happen, and unfortunately you can't plan for it, or you're not expecting it, especially with COVID, because granted, a lot of people are trying to say, oh, it's over and everything. Sorry, guys, in my personal opinion, COVID's not going away. Essentially, with the way that it was handled, it's pretty much going to be sticking around like the flu, in my personal opinion. And it's just going to be one of those illnesses that we have to prepare for, like getting vaccinated, getting the booster, and pretty much kind of like how you get a flu shot every single year, the way how COVID's being handled, we're pretty much going to have a COVID shot every single year. Kind of like how you have a better chance of preventing the flu, this is a better chance of preventing COVID. Now, granted, yes, I am vaccinated, so is Nikki, and we both have our booster shots, but you can still get it, as evident of us getting it a couple weeks back. However, the symptoms themselves, as far as the illness, for me personally, I can't speak on her behalf or anybody else that's had COVID. To me, it was like a really bad head flu. Essentially, I was just really drowsy. I had almost no energy. I had a constant headache, felt a little nausea, but never threw up or anything like that. But that doesn't mean that it is something that should be taken lightly. Now, a few weeks before that, I got really sick with bronchitis, and to me personally, it was worse than what I had with COVID. Now, that's not to say you should take this lightly, because depending on your vaccination, your immune system, everybody's body is different. So how COVID affected me could affect another person completely differently, whether it's better or worse situation. So I say this pretty much saying don't take this situation lightly, which is unfortunately what some people are still doing. Even when the pandemic was first starting, people were taking it lightly, thinking it was a big joke, there was some type of big conspiracy. It's not, and I hate it that we're halfway through 2022 and people are still thinking this is a joke or this is a big conspiracy. Guys, it's not, and I cannot stress that enough. So, the best I can suggest is, look around your local area, see how bad the pandemic is hitting, how bad COVID is hitting your area, and plan accordingly. So, and that's just the best advice I can really give, because unfortunately, the way that the United States handled this pandemic, it's not going away, unfortunately. But enough about serious topics. To get into some streaming news, I have been getting back into my regular schedule as far as streaming, been putting out schedule videos. I have been recently playing Binding of Isaac Repentance, which I have been having a blast playing. Just where I hadn't played a lot of the DLC whenever it first came out. I had played a shit ton of Afterbirth Plus, but I didn't really get back into it after Repentance came out until about roughly a month ago, and I have been enjoying it immensely. So I've been doing that recently. Sometime in the future, I will get back into playing Pokemon Coliseum. However, there is a very special stream coming up tomorrow, as the time of this recording. Nikki and I are going to be doing a dual stream playing Phasmophobia, and I cannot wait. I played it with a few friends. It's going to be her first time playing it. She said she is going to be scared shitless about it. because she doesn't do horror games that well, but she wants to give it a shot and kind of branch into doing some horror games and stuff. Stuff kind of like Little Nightmares, Limbo, stuff that's kind of scary, but not like main-driven horror, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm really excited about it because like I said, I've played Phasmophobia before and I've had a ton of fun with it. So, but yeah, hopefully fingers crossed, there's not going to be any big life events again that's going to prevent me from breaking my stream schedule. But at the same time, life happens and you just have to kind of go with the flow. But that's going on. We're still trying to get Nikki to affiliate status, and I greatly appreciate all of the people who have been following me, the new followers that have been following her, and constantly watching her streams. I greatly appreciate it. I've actually got to give a shout out to Sojess Gaming that discovered one of my streams a couple of weeks back, and has since then been trying to get some of their friends to tune in on my streaming and Nikki streaming. So Sojess Gaming, thank you so much for getting your friends involved and inviting us to your the Discord that you did. It's been a ton of fun, and I cannot wait to check out the community that I hope to be a part of along with Nikki. So it's really fun, because one of the things I like doing with streaming especially is meeting new people, connecting, getting new ideas, just kind of bouncing thoughts back and forth of like, oh, I could try this, or I could try this, and just building upon that and just making a community of people that have, that just want to create content and have a good time. And that's honestly kind of the vibe that I get from, these new people we're hanging out with on Discord. So greatly appreciate it. Now, as far as other videos go, I still have not worked on any of my new top 10 countdown, which has literally been in the works since the last apartment, honestly. Actually, that countdown has been in the works since 2020, and I still have not touched it. I don't know why. I just really haven't had a drive to really finish it yet or anything, but I promise sometime before the end of this year, it will happen. There really aren't any other video ideas that I've really got going on. There's a couple of ideas that I've got floating around in my head that I want to do. There's one specific one that I was working on back when I was living in West Virginia that I kind of want to revisit sometime in the near future, but I'm not going to give any details on that yet because I don't want to start work on it and then lose interest and then be like, well, whatever happened to that other project, because, that tends to happen a lot. Not only with myself, but a lot of content creators, honestly. But other than that, that about does it. So I'm going to hop off here and get ready for stream this evening. I will be streaming some more Binding of Isaac Repentance tonight. But if you are not interested in watching any of the Binding of Isaac stuff, Nikki is going to be streaming some more Pokemon Fire Red Ironmon. If you don't know what Ironmon is, it's basically a different variation of a Nuzlocke. Actually, if you go over to her Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/DragonofSunshine, and you type in the command !Ironmon in her chat, it will actually give you a full list of the rules if you want to check that out. But that's what's going on. I'll be streaming Binding of Isaac. She'll be streaming Ironmon tonight. And we're going to have some tons of fun, especially tomorrow with Phasmophobia on both of our channels. But I'm going to go ahead and get ready for stream later this evening, so I will catch you guys later. So this is CurveMurder15 signing off.